Odd numbers are strange and always has been, even in the world of engines. 3 cylinders like to pull strong from the low, but tend to keep power to the very high RPM too. In motorcycles, they represent the compromise of these two. In cars, they are now more or less considered as trash, being massively introduced with the downsizing trend, and in other departments, they were simply the best configuration for the purpose. Regardless of that, these are the most powerful amongst them. Foggy Petronas FP1. Originally meant for the MotoGP, Petronas later decided for the World Superbike Championship, which required to lower the displacement. With a 900cc engine designed for a 900cc triple category, by the time it went racing, the limit was 1000cc, and racing Petronas with 185 horsepower was in power disadvantage. Over 4 years of racing, they never achieved a single victory, but they sold them as production models. Benelli 1130 TNT. TNT, Tornado Naked Tray, suggests a series of sporty nakeds with 3 pistons and aggressive performance. The 1130 has been sourced from the Benelli Tornado Tray, which is a superbike with 163 horsepower, but that naked is already a sharp razor, which can be dangerous in shaky hands. It's Italian, either you love it or hate it. Triumph Rocket 3. The Rocket 3 is not meant to be the fastest, the biggest, the loudest motorcycle in the world. It was designed to catch attention anywhere, anytime. It has the largest motorcycle engine displacement ever, and every guy riding on it will look like a macho because of the pure muscularity of the bike itself. It is no sloth though. Agusta F3 RC. Agusta has been making 3 cylinders, possibly from day 0, and keeps the tradition to this very day. This is true for the brutally naked series, which has up to 140 horsepower for 160 kilograms of weight, while this F3 RC has even more by 13 horsepower. It is described by its manufacturer as a feeling from a 1-liter superbike with 600cc handling, powered by a V-twin-like torque with redline similar to a 4-cylinder. On top of that, you have this unmistakable awesome sound. Formula Ford EcoBoost. As featured lately in a previous video, the Formula Ford EcoBoost was introduced to support launch of the new 1-liter EcoBoost, which raised a lot of question marks. The engine proved to be quality built and pretty reliable now, and this formula is here to remind it how it all began. With a bigger turbo and software remap, this little engine was tuned to 205 horsepower and even conquered Nordschleife in a respectable time. Fairbanks-Morse 32E14. The Model 32 wasn't much of a new design back in time, only more like a redesigned predecessor. There were 12 and 14 series with either 12x15 or 14x17 inch bore stroke dimensions with up to 75 horsepower per cylinder between 257 to 360 rpm. The basic structure was all iron, with a valveless system using water cooling and 2-stroke diesel cycle. They were used for power station, rock crushing plants, manufacturing plants, textile mills, and many others. The last one was stopped in its work in 1991. BMW K38 K15TO. As the very first 3-cylinder engine by BMW, the power plant has been used in the BMW i8 and soon in the i8 Roadster. There is a double Venus variable valve timing system, single-scroll turbo, and world's first aluminum turbine housing. It is also different than variants used in regular BMWs and Minis, with bigger main and connecting rod bearings, higher density cast head, and modified turbine geometry. Aprilia RS3 Cube. The RS3 was another unsuccessful racing motorcycle, which was actually co-developed by Craftwork, which took part in the engine development. The 3-cylinder was chosen for various reasons, one of which was the diversity from Japanese. The engine ran opposite direction than wheels and had a 6:3:1 twin-port exhaust system by Akrapovic. Nissan 1.5 Di GT-R. This power unit has been installed in the ZEOD RC, which stands for Zero Emission On Demand Race Car. This car has 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, which is said to be as light as 40 kilograms, producing 400 horsepower. Making 10 horsepower per kilo is a very impressive number, which is not seen often in Formula 1 either. McIntosh-Seymour. The company was founded in 1886, producing steam engines, and started making piston engines in the beginning of the 20th century. It was purchased by Alco in 1929, while this engine was the lucky one to be called after the old company, name of which vanished for good later on. It provided electricity for a city, this one specifically for Leesore in Minnesota.
take you up in paradise up above. If you will tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello.